Just still trying to get the camera going, unfortunately, guys. Bear with me. That's it. That's what I wanted. Hopefully this is okay. Alright. Just adjust it a little bit. Alright. So it's not ideal, but there's the headpiece. Oops. I'm still a little bit unsteady after the stroke, so please bear with me. These figures are insane. It's so good. I mean, check out Harry. Like, that's articulated. Can hold the wand. Love it. So this is just Hermione's head now that we're doing. And I'm not sure, I've not done a lot of these. I don't know if you're able to type to me or not. It feels weird putting window elements inside a head. Would anyone mind just typing something to see if I can see it? I haven't done this before. Nothing's coming up. Thanks, Frank. I can see your comment, mate. It is a lot of fun. I can't believe how detailed they are, but in the same breath, they're very expensive for what they are. Their full price in Australia is $200. I managed to get them for $159, but it's still a lot of money. Like, you know, at the end of the day, it's still a lot of money. I am assuming a lot of the cost is because they're licensed, but I'd be super keen to see some of the classic themes come out, like classic space. Geez, if there was classic space, I'd probably end up spending that much just buying multiples. They're amazingly sturdy too. I didn't think they would be as sturdy as they are, but they really are. Like, kids could play with them. I agree, 100%. I got mine from Kmart too. But yeah, I saw on the Lego website they wanted more. And I was like, no. As much as I like getting my points, not for the sake of $30. Oof, okay. I recently got the Harry Potter Lego. That was cool. And I got the Creator Castle and the Ferris wheel. So expect to see them up on the Amazing Brick Network YouTube channel sometime fairly soon. I like building slowly anyhow, but after the stroke, I am finding myself building far slower. And doing silly goof ups like this. What do you mean, Frank? So that's on there, that's on there. I've done something stupid, guys. Doing a lot stupid. So like that. That goes on top of that. Let me just fix this, guys. My concentration isn't as good as it should be. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that stuff, mate. I also noticed that some shops, I just got the Looney Tunes set of the minifigures, and that arrived at some shops 8 weeks, up to 8 weeks after they released, and our friends in America had them substantially longer again. That's better. Hi Ron, thanks for joining. That's the bit I missed. Frustrating. I am going back and repeating a lot of stuff at the moment. All G. Alright, that makes a lot more sense now. That guy can go there. He goes over the top like... Yes, I agree about distribution. Also, did you guys see the typewriter? Looks amazing. I just can't justify that price point. And as you guys would know if you watch my YouTube channel, I do buy a lot of Lego, but 300 and something Australian dollars for the typewriter set. I agree it looks beautiful, but cheap as creepers. I can't afford that, not just straight away. Okay. So then turn that guy back around. That makes sense now. Well, guys who are watching, I really do appreciate you putting up with me. Hope it's okay and not too boring or frustrating with my speech at the moment. Okay, so... Well, she sounds like a good lady then. Unfortunately, I can only look to myself to make those bad financial decisions. Okay, so this is where it starts getting a little bit more hectic. Alright, so I tend to, with bits like this, to line them up. I put them on the table and push together. It's also at the moment my left hand isn't as good as it was, so it helps a little bit. These are very clever. Oop. Come on. It's all coming apart in my fingers. There we are. Alright, so it looks right. Turn it around. That looks right. And then it comes and connects in there. Very, very clever to give you like that there. There's going to be a formula to them, that's for sure. Same again, but going the other way. And this is bag 7 of 8. It's really cool. then I'm sort of glad that that is actually a printed element. This is where it's going to get a little bit of a pain. But the hair is nicely layered. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It means the absolute world to me. And I'm very, very grateful that you guys are supporting me the way you do. Like, people have liked or following the YouTube channel as well, which is great, because the aim at the end of the day there is to get some charity work going for unfortunate people or people who may need therapy. Geez, like myself, ironically, and maybe Lego can be the way to do it. So that's my aim. Hello, Emma. Thanks for joining. It's sort of easy to say hello to people when we've only got a few hanging out, but that's all right because I can handle that level of conversation. But no, that means the world to me, Frank. Thank you. It's so super cool. Okay. Frank, speaking of the brickheads before, I wonder if once people get an idea of how to build this stuff with the instructions from this, what are your thoughts? Do you think that people will make custom ones? I do. I think that will be a thing, which is pretty darn cool, to be honest with you. Cheers. All right. I like the fact that there is differences, like his hair is super textured, which is cool. And her hair's got beautiful like waves. It's really clever. I'm wondering if they did it because I noticed that a lot of people are doing 3D printing, and the 3D prints of the big figs do look cool. But of course, to have a moving figure is cooler again. Absolutely. Lots of little clever use of elements there. And here. Yeah, I'm not smart about that stuff either. As I always say, I love my Lego, but there's more clever cookies than me, that's for sure. One thing it is frustrating with what's going on with me at the moment is in my head, I've got a good vocab, and in my head, all the right words are there, but the words don't come out sometimes, and that is so frustrating. Tell you right now. Is that right? Oh, I was meant to step it. There we go. That's better. And that goes down there. Yeah, that layers really nicely. Oh yeah, and then it's a bit cheeky, it's only connecting there. Hi Troy, thanks for joining. Yeah, thanks Frank. I will, mate. That's why I thought I'd still do a live stream. And to be honest, you know, the fact that I can still do this stuff, I'm very fortunate compared to people who, you know, they've even said I might improve. So I'm very, very lucky compared to people who may have something happen and not regain the use of their bits and pieces, which would suck. Another thing, if people are curious, that I struggle with a little bit now, I play, or I like playing video games, and I now get dizzy when I play them. But once again, you know, the price you pay for the things you enjoy. I do love how this is coming together. It's super cool. Tell you what though, there's a lot going on with the hair, which is pretty awesome. So that goes over there. Hey Nino, hey David. Oh yeah, then that bit goes over here. Yeah, it is cool. There was two sides. This side is like fluffy, and then this side is not. And I'm not sure if it really mattered which side, but I chose to put the non-dusty side on, if you know what I mean. Yep, that's right there. Now, I love these pieces. They helps if I show them. They're really cool. This element, I believe, one of the first times it was introduced was with the Creator Assembly Square. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think that's when that element was introduced, and I think it's really effective. I really like those Lego dots too. I think the fact that you can buy them in little packets, they're fairly affordable. They are very neat. Alright, so this is the front. Oh, that's cute. Check that out. Oh, don't check that out though. There we go. Using this piece now. Yeah, they're really cool, David. It is shocking because even though you can see the dimensions on them, they like, I've got really big hands, so to give you an idea, they're huge, mate. Yeah. Now, you said you saw them in Target. Are you from Australia, mate? I haven't seen them in Australian Targets, but maybe in US stores. But yeah, the size is impressive on them. I was genuinely impressed because you just, I mean, I'm not going to play with them, but I still think for display purposes, that's pretty awesome. That's weird. So that's relatively, unless they put something under here, it's not supported very well unless it's more cosmetic or we're building over the top, which knowing Lego will be the case. Ah, okay. Thanks, David. I was in the States late 2019, and yeah, I know Kmart, well, at least where I was in South Dakota. I know that Kmart doesn't exist there as a company. Is that the same for the whole country, mate? Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so that is just stepping down. Yeah, that's cool. And it's very solid too. That surprises me. This must be maybe a longer hairpiece. What do you reckon, guys? Oh, nice. Okay, so oh wow. Yeah, look, we have both Kmart and Target. Target in Australia has not positioned itself very well. It's more as though they're treating themselves more like they're a premium store, whereas they should have just stuck to their business model and been more of a family friendly store. They're still cheaper than, larger brands, but they just position themselves a little bit too expensive with their day to day stuff, which puts people off, and different categories then suffer as a result of that. That layering there is pretty cool. I like that. That's clever. So then that. So yeah, it does feel. Sorry if I didn't finish that thought. It does feel a lot of the time that, like, generally speaking, dollar for dollar, our stuff is very similar now. You guys in the States used to be way cheaper, but you know, you guys get a lot more catering to in terms of your exclusives. Hey, Brian, the way they fit in, that's so cool. The people who actually design this are incredibly clever. Oh my goodness me. I'll show you. Like, concentration is a little bit hard at the moment for me. That feels insane to me. I know it won't be, but it feels insane. Oh, yep, flat again. That's really cool. Okay, we are getting there, guys. I've actually surprised myself. I thought I'd have more trouble. Says the guy who missed a step. There we are. Just caught it. I was like, this bit doesn't step up the way it should. Now it does. I bought the small Taj Mahal yesterday, the architecture series one. Now that, guys, is going to be crazy. Over 2,000 pieces. Oh, wow. Yeah, I will, David. If you're not familiar, mate, I also have a YouTube. I do a YouTube channel. The If you look at up the Amazing Brick Network on YouTube, I will definitely put the build up on that. And I don't know if there's not that many people here, but just so as you do know, I'm not going to be talking as much on the actual build video, simply just because I recently had like a very small stroke, so speech is not my speech is not that great at the moment, so I do apologise. But the build will be, I'll do the build. Like normally I'd be videoing this, but I just wanted to have a build, and then when I started building, I just thought, well, it's a good chance to talk to you guys, which I don't get an opportunity to do as much as I would like. So here we are having that chat now. So I'm very glad to be doing so. Okay, so that's the hair on the back. No, is that wrong? Yeah, I've done that wrong. There we go. That's correct. Felt something click back here. Thank you. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm not turning it off. Are you all enjoying this okay? I can do the final bag if it's not too boring. it's funny, I don't like the fact that like a big brick like that was one of the spares. It makes me feel like I've missed something. Alright, so that's bag 8 and it's the final bag. So I guess we're going to be doing the sides of her head. I love when Lego does this with their instructions. I'll see if I can show you. They just go, oh, push these together. And then it's like, well, yeah, I know I've got to click something else, but you're telling me to hold them together. Doing a bit of a step up here. It's funny, I'm often very surprised considering we've got 60,000 members in this group. Just how, I don't know if people are just like, oh, the kids like Lego, or basically the interaction on some of the stuff that we do together is very limited. Like, oh, really? Sorry, totally distracted by what Frank just said. I won't be doing the alt builds. But yeah, it's like, 50 or 60,000 people and 3 are here, for which I'm super stoked. But I don't know, maybe it's timing. I know for most people in Australia, unless they're working certain shifts, that I'm not broadcasting at a good time, but I thought I had captured the US evening. Yeah, I agree, Frank. Normally, before I got Crook, I would be at work too. I've got, at the moment, I've got another few weeks off, but I went and saw the doctor the other day, and except for the fact that my left eye was also affected, just that it lost a lot of muscle control, so it was not working the way it should. He doesn't think, unfortunately, I've had a lot of improvement, but that may come with time, so I'm not down about that. I'm just off work at the moment. Trying to find a cheese wedge. that is something, even before what happened, I found frustrating when there's a stack of little pieces the same colour, which I'm sure is going to make me totally cringe when it comes to doing. Jesus, Tori. When it comes to making the Taj Mahal, 2000, very small pieces. It's not so long ago, really. Um, it feels like a while ago, but it is, I think, 12 days ago. And they're still not, we're calling it that because of its characteristics, but it also, they're saying it might be Bell's palsy, and Bell's palsy is something that people can recover from, and the recovery rate is far higher. But it's the thing that has got them stumped is the fact that the speech stuff, what's happening with my speech, isn't a characteristic of Bell's. But like I said, mate, I'm glad I can talk and be understood. But where I work, I wouldn't be able to do my job there. I work in retail sales, and I just, like, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't think people would want me to try to sell to them sounding like this, though I'm relatively knowledgeable about my job. Why? And I was like, why the heck isn't that fitting? Okay, that's a lot better. Don't you hate that? The Lego explosion. that's cool. Then going back now to see if I've missed something. That's better. That's correct. Okay, that's better. Still feels wrong how they're only using one stud to hold on a larger piece. There's a lot of non-traditional techniques being used. So that goes there, and that bit slides into there. Okay, that holds on pretty good. That bit there. Okay. Let's see how that looks. So it certainly all clicks in. It's pretty cool. We're on the home stretch, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me. It's appreciated. Hey guys, thanks for watching along. We're doing the final bit of Hermione's hair for the Harry Potter Big Fig. I hope you're enjoying. And if you do want to see a review, I will be doing one on the Amazing Brick Network YouTube channel to just do an overview of what the build was like. I didn't record the build like I normally do. I will just be talking about the actual building process, which has been quite rewarding, challenging at times, but it has been quite rewarding. It's certainly, if it wasn't for the, I think, terrible price tag on this thing, it would be well worth most people getting. It still is, it's just expensive. It is pretty much a feeling like a reverse image of what we just did. Which I know makes sense, but Imagine if we'd just got to the end there and they'd just gone, yeah, times 2. That's what I did wrong last time. I fudged it and fixed it, but that's what I did wrong last time. Hey, Shell. How are you, darling? Just doing the last part of Hermione and thought, well, I'll put it out there that people can have a bit of a watch. If they want to, of course. We're going pretty good, guys. We are knocking this over pretty quickly. So frustrating though, making all these stupid mistakes that I've been making. So I did those correctly. Yes, yes. Put that on. Ah, okay. Line that up. Okay, that's better. Shell, I was saying before I bought the Taj Mahal, mate, the little one, which I still don't have photos from you about. You shall be held to account, young lady. It's just so cool how they've textured this so well. Almost there. It's really solid, guys. Okay. That's cool. That's cute. As I said earlier, a lot of these studs are fastened with just one, some of these bricks are only fastened with one stud. And I do think that's pretty poor. Almost there, guys. I'm glad there's a couple of you here. That's really cool. You'll get to see what they look like together. Well, some of you will. I don't know if Facebook saves this stuff or not. I'm not too concerned. That's cool. And there she is. That is really neat. There you have it, guys. Harry and Hermione. And I will go now and need to rest up a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you had a little bit of fun. You can now see how big they are. Like, that's my hand. Or let me find something to give you an idea. That's a minifigure. Like a full-size minifigure. So I hope that gives you an idea of these things are really big by comparison. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you are interested, please do subscribe to the Amazing Brick Network channel on YouTube. And in the meantime, just happy building. Take care. Bye.